What are you most afraid of? Not spiders, not heights. But what emotion, what truth, what memory makes you turn your face away from your own reflection? Carl Jung once said, "Where your fear is, there is your task." This isn't just psychology. This is a spiritual map, a path carved into your life by the very things you avoid. And if you're brave enough to follow fear, you just might meet the self you've been running from your whole life. This is the mirror within. This is fear as a teacher. And before we begin this journey through your soul, pause for a breath. Because if something stirs in you, even now, a small ache, a quiet yes, maybe you're meant to be here. Maybe this episode found you for a reason. If it does something to you, makes you think, feel, remember, don't keep that to yourself. Let it echo. Let someone else hear it. Subscribe if your heart moves you. Share your thoughts if your truth asks to be spoken. This isn't content. It's a conversation with your soul. Most of us spend our lives avoiding fear. We smile when we want to scream. We stay when we want to leave. We chase certainty, comfort, numbness. We wear masks, masks of success, masks of strength. But masks, even beautiful ones, are heavy, and the weight of hiding becomes the weight of dying, not in body, but in spirit. But deep beneath all of them is the thing we swore we'd never face: fear. We were taught to suppress it, to hide it, to conquer it. But Jung believes something radical. That fear isn't the enemy. Fear is a compass. Jung introduced a powerful idea: the shadow. The shadow is everything you don't want to be, everything you were told not to be. It is every shame, every secret, every forgotten pain, and it lives within you. Jung wrote, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." And where does that darkness show up first? In your fear. Fear is the whisper of the shadow asking to be seen. It is the inner child screaming not to be abandoned. It is the trauma that shaped you, asking not to be buried. It is the truth waiting to come home. Jung believed that fear marks the beginning of the inner journey, not the end. Fear is not a wall, it is a doorway, and like all sacred doors, it does not beg you to open it. It waits until you're tired of running, until the pain of staying small outweighs the fear of becoming real. And every time we avoid it, we stay trapped in the same pattern, the same identity, the same half-life. But when we walk toward it, we begin the process of individuation. That's the Jungian word for becoming whole. Not perfect, not fearless, whole. Let's say you're afraid of rejection. What if that fear isn't about others, but about the way you abandoned yourself long ago? What if your fear of failure isn't laziness, but the buried wound of being told you were never enough? What if your fear of being seen is really the fear of being misunderstood? Fear reveals. It doesn't just point to pain, it points to potential. Carl Jung wrote, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Fear shows us where the gold is buried, but it asks for a toll: your comfort, your pride, your false self. Meet Sarah. She spent years afraid of vulnerability. She thought strength meant silence, but therapy taught her how to speak, and through her fear, she found freedom. Meet David. He feared failure, dropped out, lived small, until he realized his fear wasn't weakness, it was a buried dream trying to survive. And Amina, she feared being alone, but solitude didn't destroy her. It showed her who she really was. Fear didn't break them, it broke them open. So how do we work with fear? 1. Name it, call it out, say it out loud. 2. Trace it. Where did it come from? Childhood, trauma, culture. 3. Sit with it. Don't numb it. Don't fix it. Just listen. 4. Honor it. Fear is trying to protect you. Thank it. 5. Walk with it, not away, not around, with. Carl Jung believed, the greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of the parents, and so many of us carry unlived lives. Fear is the beginning of living your own. Fear holds a mirror to who you've become, and who you were before the world told you who to be. It shows you your limits, then invites you to grow past them. It shows you your pain, then invites you to heal it. It shows you your past, then invites you to choose your future. Every fear is a message, every fear is a map, every fear is a teacher. You've come this far, through silence, through truth, through shadows you never thought you'd look at. That in itself is courage. Most people turn off the mirror, you didn't. So maybe there's something inside you that knows it's time. You don't have to be fearless to grow. You just have to be willing. Willing to sit in the fire, willing to break the pattern, willing to follow the fear into freedom. Because when you walk through fear, you don't become someone new. You return to who you were before the fear ever began. This was the mirror within, and this was Fear is a Teacher. If this touched you, let it.